What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're back here with robe trotting. Interesting one here. As you know, getting ready. Got almost a week away from boarding a flight, heading on down to Scandinavia, Denmark, and Sweden. Sorry, Norway. One of these days, still gonna go to Norway though. But I thought this would be beneficial. We got 9 weird but fun Scandinavian sayings and expressions. Now, this video is 3 years old, but I know there's some sayings and expressions and phrases that I used to hear when I was younger. Of course, as I got older, I understood them a little bit more. So you still kind of hear them, you still use them. So we're going to check this out just in case I hear some stuff. Won't be probably weirded out, surprised about it. So that'll be cool to already know what it means. So y'all hit that subscribe button. Let's check it out.
Thank God you're here, because today we're going to have a little fun with famous but weird Scandinavian sayings. So Mikey and I are going to quiz each other and read a Scandinavian saying that makes no sense to us in English, and we're going to see if the other one can figure out what that saying is about. Now, most of them are Danish, at least the ones that we selected, because we live in Denmark.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to pronounce them in Danish as well, which I know everybody enjoys when we kind of mess up the language. Some of them, though, are in Swedish, Finnish, and Norwegian, so we will not be pronouncing those. But I think it'll be fun, and we'll get to see where some of these expressions come from that we hear quite often, and some that we haven't heard at all before, and talk about what they actually mean. Here we go.
Okay, what's the first one you have for me?
The first one, Mikey, is actually the title of the book I'm reading from, or part of the title, which is Owls in the Bog. It's a Danish saying, and you would actually pronounce it as Ulla i musen, at least I think.
I don't know if they would pronounce it that way, but...
Yeah, well, that's how I pronounced it. So what do you
Owls in a bog?
think Ulla i musen or Owls in the Bog means?
So owls in the bog. So I'm guessing it's kind of one of those cases where something's where it's not supposed to be. Like a fox in the hen house kind of situation. I'm also thinking with these, I'm sure there's a lot of like phrases that have a bit of an analog in English. Let's see if I can think of what those might be as well. I'm guessing it just, something isn't right. It's not what it's supposed to be. Owls are usually in the trees, not in the bog.
Yeah, and I don't see too many owls often. I don't even think I've seen an owl in my life. I don't even think I've seen one at the zoo or nothing. But yeah, owls are just chilling, not bothering nobody. So,
okay, yeah, that's pretty spot on. Well done. Okay. So it just means that something is suspicious or something suspicious is going on. So yeah, I think that's...
You know, owls, I think, don't they can turn their neck all the way around or something like that? You think they sitting forward, they sitting backwards or something?
The version that we hear often in English, there's a fox in the hen house.
Fox in the hen house.
That seems like it's pretty close.
Okay.
Something
seems so I have the next one here. Oh, this is the one that I've definitely heard people talk about here. So it is a delicious herring or en lekkasild.
En lekkasild.
Oh, like a Danish Christmas meal. Delicious herring.
So the fish.
Okay, so I know that Danes really love herring. It's an acquired taste, as far as I'm concerned. So it must be something good. So I would say like good luck or good fortune, something good happening.
It's good, but it's even more than that. It is a compliment for someone you love. So, for example, you are en lekkasild.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's how much they love herring here. That's a term of endearment.
Okay, well,
that's interesting.
Didn't see that one coming, but okay, delicious herring. I've been called worse. I've been called worse today. Just kidding. Okay, so the next one is also Danish, and klap le hesten. I know you know that one. You know,
just pat the horse.
And that's to pat the horse, right?
That's pat the horse. Yeah. So pat the horse. What do you think?
I've heard that one, but now I'm trying to remember.
Like, just keep going.
What context I've heard it in. I think to pat the horse is to kind of get the job done. Like you pat the horse so the horse starts going in the field. I'm guessing something like that.
Okay, that's a good guess, but it's wrong.
Oh no!
Yeah. Here's a hint. A Taylor Swift song.
Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, that's
which one? That's a lot.
There's like a million.
It basically means like you need to calm down.
Calm
okay.
down.
So
You need to calm down.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Any pet you get, you might pat them or do something like that. I mean, unless you just scream at them if you're that type of person. But usually you pat somebody, pat something. It's okay, type of thing.
slap it like
Slap a, yeah. Go pet your horse. Yeah, slap a, clap li hästen. Yeah, so like you would say that to somebody like, take a chill pill.
Gotcha.
Go slap the horse. And I guess the book describes it in a little bit more detail, but it's almost like snuggling a puppy or stroking a cat might be like an alternative.
you need to calm down.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Okay. Here's one. Actually, I don't think I've heard anyone use this one before here, but it's blowing half a pelican. The blowing half a pelican.
Okay,
well,
pelican.
I'm going to guess that blowing half. I mean, that obviously the wind. I would think so. Like, I'm assuming it's something like wind.
Yeah, I can
So
guess
it's got to be like if a pelican can't even fly in it, it would be.
Yeah, it says that it's because pelican rhymes with hurricane, which is hurricane, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, if it's blowing half a pelican, it is it's really windy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I can only imagine in Denmark how windy it has to be blowing.
So saying it's windy, that's interesting.
Half a pelican, since most days it's blowing.
Also, I don't see too many pelican. Maybe I'll see a pelican
at least a quarter pelican.
Denmark.
Yeah. I guess it also makes sense that you would have expressions
about wind,
because it's always windy. That you would have expressions that
different degrees of windy.
Different degrees of windiness. Yeah,
makes
like
sense.
Something about how like Native Alaskans have like 30 different words for snow or something like that. Yeah,
if it's your world,
you
have a lot of words for it.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, well the next one I believe is a bit in a similar reign. The next one is that Reina Skomagadling.
It's raining cobbler boys.
Dring. That Reina Skomagadling, which is easier in English than my poorly pronounced Danish. It's raining cobbler boys.
I assume it's like it's raining cats and dogs. In English we'd say, but cobbler boys?
Yeah,
like
precis. Yeah. So
the cobbler boys.
So the same way that Brits would say, or in American English too, we say it's raining cats and dogs. Yeah. So it's raining really hard.
And really, is there a reason why the skomingler?
Just presumably, like they would have hammers and nails and anvils. So
and it's like it's coming down.
So it's coming
down pretty hard.
Like, as hard as a cobbler boy would be
hitting
an anvil.
Oh, okay, that's what a cobbler boy is.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't Adam Sandler did a movie, I think called The Cobbler or something like that.
Gotcha.
He made like shoes.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I guess
that works.
Yeah.
I've heard this one here.
Although I'm just thinking like it's raining men. Like it's probably different.
Probably a little bit different.
One degree of
similar, not the same.
Yeah.
And they're boys.
True.
So next one here is to step into the spinach or spinaten.
I'm assuming it's when you kick a vegan person, or go vegan, but then like you mess it up and you're no longer vegan.
You have a cheeseburger instead.
You have a cheeseburger instead because you're not good at being a vegan. I'm
gonna take the
step
cheeseburger.
In the spinach.
To step into the spinach.
Step into your destiny.
Like, I'm sorry, becoming vegan seems like it really might be.
It's not.
I don't know. I mean, I don't eat too much spinach myself.
Okay.
So
yeah. All right. Well, I didn't think.
Step into your greatness.
Step into spinach, like slip and fall, maybe.
Doesn't seem like it. So it says that it's when you unintentionally cause embarrassment or act in a tactless way, kind of like putting your foot in it.
Okay.
Stepping into the spinach, it's kind of
like putting your foot in it. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like stepping into poo or something like that.
Say in English. Yeah.
Way off.
So that's you don't want to step into the spinach because it's going to be a little embarrassing for you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and there's another.
Norwegian
say step into the salad.
Mm-hmm.
Step into the salad. Step into the spinach.
Step in the piano.
Because why wouldn't you step into the piano?
Yes.
Why not?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the next one is Finnish.
Ooh.
So
you have to pronounce the Finnish.
Finnish is tough.
I don't know if we have a lot of Finnish viewers, but I don't want to anger them.
Whatever we have, we're going to lose.
I don't want to step into the Spinach here. But if you're Finnish and this makes you angry, just go pat the horse. I'll try.
Go pat the horse.
I olla tuo hestä.
Don't have a mouth of birch
bark.
Birch bark?
In English, it would translate to don't have a mouth of
that
birch
look
bark.
tough.
Don't have a mouth.
I ain't gonna lie. That look... In
English, it would translate to don't have a mouth of birch bark.
Don't have a mouth of birch bark.
Yes. And birch trees are very Finnish.
Yeah, birch.
So
they're everywhere. A mouth of birch bark, I presume, means don't say something stupid?
No.
Oh, totally got that wrong.
Definitely got that wrong. Although I can see how they're closely related. And if you want, I'll explain it.
Please explain it.
Yeah. So it basically means that they're an enthusiastic drinker.
Oh.
So, for example, if you asked me if I wanted to go out and have a drink on Friday, on a Friday night, I might say, I don't have a mouth of birch bark.
Gotcha. And that means...
and now it actually...
I want to have some beers.
I want to have some beers. I want to have a drink. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
And it's funny. I remember somebody visited us, I think JP, and brought us some shots from... Might have been Icelandic, so Nordic, not Scandinavian, or Scandinavian Nordic, I don't know. And it had some birch bark in it, I remember that. So, I don't think that's where it comes from, but I think, don't have a mouth of birch bark, I guess means, it's not rude, it just says...
Get your drink on.
I'm an enthusiastic drinker.
Get your drink on.
Get my drink on.
I'm going to get my drink on.
Okay. We're going Swedish for this one.
Okay,
so,
Swedish.
If you get paid for old cheese... Få betalt för gammelost.
Gammelost, okay. So
that's
old cheese.
I feel like I heard that.
Get paid, receive payment for old cheese. Yeah.
Get paid for old cheese.
Get paid for old cheese.
I'm gonna guess it's like cheating someone or pulling, like getting ripped off, maybe. Or no, maybe cheating somebody, because if you're getting paid for old cheese, like. You're kind of dodgy, shady person, like ripping somebody off. Like,
give you something not worth the price.
If you're getting paid for old cheese, then you're like untrustworthy.
I mean, in the right ballpark, as we'd say. So what it says is that if you get money for old cheese, it means you're on the receiving end of revenge.
Oh.
So you wronged somebody. And to get the revenge, you're going to get paid for old cheese.
Okay.
Dang.
All right. I hear you, Sweden.
A revenge tactic.
Interesting. Scandinavian sayings are interesting. It's interesting all around. A lot of them are similar to...
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Ones we have in English. And
you always want to tell someone
fun,
about
like
the horse.
hearing a little bit of where it comes from.
Oh, yeah,
or imagining
definitely.
where it comes from.
Definitely.
The ones that aren't so obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the last one, and it's Norwegian.
Nice.
Okay, Norway.
So I'll try to pronounce it because Norwegian and Danish are close.
Just slower, more clearly, and like you're on a mountain.
Yeah, up at the
and you go up at the end.
Yeah. Okay. Det
Get
hit på trynet. I don't know.
It's completely on the snout.
It's completely on the snout.
So it's like on the nose?
On the nose.
So
you got it on the mark, like getting on the mark?
On the snout, does it mean, is it the same as English? That like
so you got it?
You get it completely correct? That if you're on the nose, that you're correct?
No.
God, I am not good at that.
That's what I would think.
I've gotten all of them wrong, I think.
So it's actually quite the opposite. But it's funny, and the book gives a little guidance that,
That's
in
what
Danish,
I would have thought.
Pigs are important. They're important in commerce, important in everything, day-to-day life. A lot of bacon and pork products. So in Denmark, for Danes, pigs are taken very seriously.
Obviously.
But in Norway, not quite so much.
Oh.
So the idea is that it's completely on the snout would be like something's ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the opposite.
So the opposite.
The opposite of what I said.
Got it right on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am not good at this.
Yeah. I wasn't.
I think I got
wasn't
all
so
of
good.
them
I ain't gonna-
We were either.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I would have got all those. I got all those wrong. At least what I was guessing, what I said out loud, I was off.
Spot on.
I was off on a lot.
Way
of
off. But I guess.
And I think too, I was trying to relate it to what it would be here versus like what is so.
Scandinavian sayings and Danish sayings are.
Whoa. Pat the horse.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, I'll calm down. But yeah, that was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I think it's always
down,
neat
Jamal.
to kind of understand. Because I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize how many ridiculous things that we say in American English
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
until
That's a
suddenly
lot.
I was in Denmark working with a bunch of non-Americans and having them say, "What do you mean by that?" Like to explain, like, "Oh, I want a ballpark estimate." People are like, "I know what it means because I've watched
ballpark.
American TV and like worked in international companies, but." What's a ballpark?
What does it really mean?
What's a ballpark?
Yeah. And so many of American ones are sports related too.
Absolutely.
Which is
That's
interesting.
We got to get good at our blocking and tackling, and oh, that's a home run.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a slam dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really do a lot
Yeah,
of
we do have a lot of
sports
sports
metaphors
ones.
in American business.
And I think that's because the entertainment world of sports, as you can see, sports, entertainment, they make the most money out here. They're getting a lot of money out
I think so, at least.
So you
But
see it
yeah,
quite
it was a lot
often.
of fun. So thanks for watching us pronounce really bad Scandinavian languages, and I hope you enjoyed our video about wonderful wordplay and Scandinavian sayings that we just learned. If you're interested in the book, it was a gift to us, and
Cows
it's
on
also really
ice,
cool, like just coffee table book for something to pick up and talk about at parties. So if you're interested in buying it for yourself or giving it to somebody, we will put a link to purchase the book in the description below. And also make sure you give the video a like so you can get more like it. And subscribe if you have not subscribed to our channel and you're interested in our content. We put new videos out on Thursdays, sometimes on Tuesdays, and sometimes we do lives on Tuesdays. Yeah, Tuesdays are flex day, but always on Thursdays we drop new videos. So please check us out. And if you're familiar to our channel, we usually end with a beer toast, but today it's just going to be dansk.
You don't have a mouth full of birch bark.
So I
today.
don't have a mouthful of birch bark today. We're doing a little cleanse. Good to do every now and then for the body. So skål.
Skål. No, that's what I need to do. I need to do a little cleanse myself. But no, yeah, we have a lot of sayings too. So, like I said, I understand them more that I got older. That's the difference. You hear a lot as a child. I heard a lot. You know, as I got older, you hear the certain phrases again, especially when you're talking to older people or these people that been here for a long time. It ain't even just older people. I don't want to say old. I ain't talking about like 70s or 80s, but you know, people that are older than you by about 10, 20 years. They have, you know, they already been here, done that as well. So they have the certain sayings they probably heard a lot in their timing. So when you hear it now, it's like, what does that mean? And then before you know it, it's like some of these kids, I work just teaching. I hear a lot of slang and phrases these kids make, and I'm like, what? And before you know it, I done said the phrase just because like you hear it so much, it start, you know, becoming normal type of thing. But that's all I have for this video. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm going to put a link in the description. Send me those video requests. I'm going to put it in the comments as well. I made a new form so y'all can send me new videos, you know. So that's all I have. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.